a good one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up. A tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. To return is Taylor, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rashaan Evans. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Get ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, it's Fields. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. With it is Brown. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. They'll go option to the short side. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Fields. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Barkley is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he will have the Bears first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Ready.
Back to throw again.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out right at the 35. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, Fields.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields.
Flushed out right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Miles Boykin as the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
A gain of 9 brings up ready.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trayvon Walker able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Barkley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter,
possess the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Taylor now from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. To this point, they need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop. Running left, it's Barkley. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 19-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That one goes for 8 yards.
And the Steelers first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Marr on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. 22 needle. Ready.
And they take a knee.
Let's go now. Set.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.
another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through.